Ladies and gentlemen, Grubby is playing on the top left of Springtime, and you know what? He's playing versus somebody special on the bottom right, playing as a yellow undead. That's Mr. Big Cat, a Chinese undead that we all will remember forever if you are in Grubby lore, because that's the guy that played Bloodlusted Frostworms versus Grubby. Yes, you heard me correctly. Bloodlusted Frostworms in a 1v1 game. He basically possessed Orc Magi that can cast Bloodlust with a Banshee. And it actually made sense and it was genius, and until the end of my life I will remember this moment. After that they played versus each other a few times, and actually I think the win rate in this season between them is around 50%, so that's pretty cool. And Bika, they have a lot of mind games versus each other. So I published a video where Grubby did a fast tag as Orc, fast expansion as Orc versus the Undead, because Undead is very greedy usually. Mr. Big Cat I'm talking about. So I have no idea, ladies and gentlemen, how exactly Grubby will play here, because, you know, he's changing the strategy. It's not that it's like one strategy versus Big Cat. But what I can tell you about Mr. Big Cat is the start of the game he has normal. In the mid-game, he has a tendency to do two things. Thing number one is to constantly summon skeletons with Road of Necromancy and send them across the map to like lower Grubby lumber economy. And another thing is, ladies and gentlemen, to be very greedy. So either go for the mighty Necromancers or, ladies and gentlemen, for the mighty Frostworms. So that's his deal. He doesn't do it like in every game, and what Grubby is going to do, is he playing triple orb? Fast tag into barracks, it means a triple orb. We'll see about that. Maybe it's going to be something different. Hard to predict. Very cool that they met. What Grubby is going to do, we are on Springtime, so he can either creep the Gnoll Brood, which is like a beloved camp on this very map. Scouting Acolyte gets ensnared. And ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Look at this Acolyte. The Acolyte went down. Okay. It's okay. Death Knight is creeping. With 3 ghouls, like 2.5 ghouls, because one is constantly being moved. Late tech, Nerubian Tower is a little bit too early. You know, on this level, because they are very high MMR both, you can manipulate a little bit with tech timing. And if you have a Scouting Acolyte and you know that your opponent is creeping in the middle, you can tech first and then make the Nerubian Tower. If you have no idea where your opponent is and if he plays Blade Master, then you need to make Nerubian Tower as fast as possible, because then you blink and there is Blade Master with Speed Scroll running after your Acolyte. That's not what is happening in this game. And man, I don't know if Mr. Big Cat has any nicknames, but I would give him a nickname, a Skeleton Lover Necromancer, because this guy always uses Road of Necromancies and stuff like that. Ladies and gentlemen, Farseer got level 2. And the tag of Grubby is super fast. But last time Grubby played triple orb, so if you are not aware, there is like this new strategy that Hitman and Grubby they like to do for fun, and actually with a decent results, that you play a Farseer, Naga, Blade Master, triple orb of lightning, but versus mighty Frostworms it doesn't work that well. Welcome everybody, my name is SaulApeMan, I'm an Abe, let's go. So, Chain Lightning is here for creeping. Grubby wants to speed this up. Ice Troll Berserker is basically a better headhunter. Farseer is tanking a lot of damage. Both players are creeping, nothing really special. What is special is the Tauren Chieftain inside of the Altar of Storms. So Grubby is going to play a different strategy, and I like it already. Now it's time for healing. By the way, Ring of Regeneration is pretty cool, because Farseer will get into a high HP faster. Oh, look at Death Knight. Mr. Big Cat has also big mana pool, especially with Wand of Mana Stealing. But what is he going to do now? He's on level 3. You know what he's doing? He's going back to buy Road of Necromancy. Let me tell you, I know what he's doing. I was like, this Death Knight should be more active on the map, because it's time to like hound Grubby, a second hero creeping, like to disrupt it, to stop it. And ladies and gentlemen, He went back for the Rod of Necro. Oh, look what Grab is doing! He acquired Staff of Teleportation! He wants to get an Acolyte. Chain Lightning. He has Chain Lightning level 2. Is Chain Lightning Harassment? How many Acolytes Grabby can get? The timing is a little bit unfortunate because Undead tag just finished. So Undead can go, ladies and gentlemen, for the mighty, remaking the Acolyte. Speaking of that, ladies and gentlemen, maybe Grabby will have to remake his TC. Grabby wanted to expand very early. That's the mind game of Grabby. Bring attention of Big Cat to his main base and then expand. But Mr. Big Cat knows the mind games, ladies and gentlemen. Well, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what's going to happen now. My name is SaulApeMan, I'm an ape. Let's go. We have the mighty coil, ladies and gentlemen. We have the mighty coil on the ghoul. That's good, but Big Cat tag was slowed down by a lot. But Grabby idea to expand was slowed down as well. Where is the leech? Where is the leech, Mr. Big Cat? Come on, give us leech. Okay. Okay. Coil to the ghoul, maybe. No, you can just send the ghoul back. Okay, so Grabby wanted to stay on tier 2 with expansion. And that's what he's doing. He's resending his expanding peon. Farseer, Staff of Teleportation, will be used again. And now, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be another harassment. Okay, beautiful harassment. This is going to happen now, ladies and gentlemen. Grabby's like, okay, are you expanding, Mr. Big Cat, huh? Are you expanding? We have mighty Death Knight going for the... I mean, Grabby has a plan. Take attention of the Undead and expand at the same time, and now it works better. Mr. Big Cat has everything on low HP, but this one Farseer doesn't have enough imph, doesn't have enough momentum, ladies and gentlemen, to do so. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what now? What now? Slaughterhouse, very standard. Mighty Farseer is on level 3 without mana. If Farseer would have more mana, you know, the harassment would be a little bit better, but it's hard to regenerate that much. And Tauren Chieftain is not complaining about the mana pool, because, ladies and gentlemen, Tauren Chieftain is ready to creep, and the fact that there is no item here, who cares? Tauren Chieftain needs level 3. Grabby plays Shockwave, so maybe he'll go for the economy. Because what Big Cat may do, and what he has done in the past, was as following. Okay, Org is expanding, but you stay patient, you creep a little bit, you make Frostworms, you still push into the Org expansion and win. But there are, of course, countermeasures to it. Inner Fire was casted only on one monster, not on the Fruborg tracker. By the way, Grabby may have map control now, but looks like he's going to creep one more camp in a very secure position. TC level 3 is the most important. Farseer is going into the Undead base again, and look at this. The base layout is not the best. Farseer, just by being here, can cancel Temple of the Damned. And there is not that much lumber on Mr. Big Cat, so cancelling this building is annoying. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see what's going to happen now. We have the mighty Tauren Chieftain creeping, ladies and gentlemen. Look at him. Look at him, level 3 full mana. I think he hasn't used a single mana point yet. Let's see. We have mighty Ring of Regen. Yes, Grabby read is correct. Frostworms, Necromancers. That's a crazy army composition. Okay, are we going to Zeppelin drop? Mr. Grabby, please do it. Please do it, Zeppelin drop. Your expansion is alive. You just need... Okay, Grabby doesn't have reinforced burrows. But if he has like a good read on Big Cat, maybe he knows that Big Cat is not a lamer. Not before he has Frostworms. After Frostworms are online, then yes. Mr. Big Cat can go for your burrows, but not before. Okay, no Shredder, no Zeppelin. Grabby is just creeping. Farseer has to teleport out. And those Acolytes are dying, man. This constant pressure of the Farseer, that's crazy. Let's see what's going to happen now. Let's see. Okay, mighty Fruborg in the middle. Ring of Regen for the TC. He has double ring. Ladies and gentlemen, he only has one nose ring, but there is enough place for double ring of regen. And yes, his HP is going up very quickly. Level 4, that's amazing. Undead, I mean, Undead is waiting for the tech switch, and the tech switch is not coming. Grubby has map control, that's for sure. The Undead wants just to trade some mana for some units. Undead will have to teleport out from here. We have Big Invul on the leech. There is Scroll of Town Portal. Was it worth it? Coil Nova again. But Big Invul will be popped. Mr. Bika is trading, but Grubby can afford this. Grubby is already mining from 2 bases. Ladies and gentlemen, what's now? What's now? What's now, ladies and gentlemen? Coil on the Farseer, but this Farseer is laughing. Mr. Grubby says, guys, there is a reason why nobody plays Frostworms on top level. They are too slow. And I'm showing you, the good Warcraft 3 people, how to play versus greedy Undead. It's not a timing to destroy the Undead base. It's about efficiency and playing beautiful Wyverns. And now Undead will have to teleport out. And Mr. Grubby is rich with amazing hero levels. Look at the difference on second heroes, guys. Tauren Chieftain is on level 4.3 with nice items, while Lich is on level 2, and this Lich is very, very sad. Map control belongs to Grubby. He should probably scout with one wolf, and when Undead goes out, just, force Undead back, maybe force a TP, and in the meantime, if Undead is AFK, then creep around him. So take the Undead hostage, take the Undead prisoner. Very nice game by Grubby. What is the best item? Undead Aura would be the most ironic. And you don't need to make a Kodo Beast. But anyway, no, we have double bestiary. But Kodo Beasts are slow. So having Kodo Beast Aura is not that bad. Mr. Undead sends skeletons. Grubby sees what's up. Grubby plays Farsight. It's Farsight on level 4. That's very true. Because you don't want wolves versus frostworms. And Grubby's like, you are my prisoner. I'm taking you hostage, sir. I mean, those skeletons are here connecting. That's nice. And look how many skeletons Mr. Bika is sending to Mr. Grubby expansion. I mean, he's producing, he will have this Frostworm. But you know what's the problem of Frostworm versus Wyverns? Wyverns deal piercing damage. And piercing damage is super good versus Frostworms. And when you have that many Wyverns, the Frostworm will just melt. No Frost Armor, no Coil can keep the Frostworm alive from mass Wyverns. Grubby is on tier 2, just producing, just making the biggest supply possible. And by the way, Grubby can go for the economy. He has Shockwave. Like Undead, it will take forever for Undead to kill this base. Grubby is doing a smart thing. He will get the Frostworm for free. 7 supply gifts. Today we get a person that subscribed with a tier 3 sub on Twitch, Mr. Randombet Gamer. Thank you for that. And getting a Frostworm like that feels like a gifted tier 3 sub. It feels so good. And you know what's a simple solution? Just cancel. If there is orc in your base, just cancel the Frostworm, right? You don't pay any extra tax for it. I mean, there is no penalty or something. Undead is in his base. Undead is so scared. Grubby wants to get the Frostworm with a Brave Raider. So to be careful. Farseer is not here. Farseer is at home, man. It's like checkmate, you know? You know that in chess, those pro chess players, when they know they lost in few moves, they just leave, right? They just give up if the checkmate is obvious. And here the checkmate is obvious, man. Undead can go out. He can't go out. His army is so small and so sad. He's adding alchemies to deal with Wyverns of Grubby. And Grubby is living his life. He's living his life, ladies and gentlemen. And you may say, Saul, it was like one-sided from the start. No! Like, they trade maps 1-1, ladies and gentlemen. They trade maps very evenly. Okay, we are on the neutral ground. Look at the Frostworm. Look at the Frostworm. Look at the Frostworm. No, maybe not. This is the entire plan of the Undead. He invested everything into it. And that's the result. Mr. Grabby says, checkmate. Checkmate, I'm ready for you. I hope they'll meet again, and I don't know, maybe Mr. Big Cat will go for Dreadlord expansion, I don't know, but rushing Frostworms, it's too slow versus Grabby, he'll tier 2 expand versus you, he will take you hostage. This Farseer harassment was worth it. And ladies and gentlemen, like, subscribe, comment for more. Always a pleasure to cast Grabby games, especially versus somebody like Big Cat. I hope that you enjoyed the new overlay that we are using. And yes, see you in the next one. Bye.